everyone, this is Sunniva.
And this is Johannes.
And you're watching Board Gaming Rumblings.
And welcome back to Game of the Month, the video where we take a look at everything we did in the last month, which is now January 2025. Which means that 1/12 of the year is already done.
And it's been like so fast.
Yes.
Time is weird.
I feel like we start every single video by saying it's been so quick because it feels like it's going so quickly. If you haven't seen these videos before, they are usually done by this. We go into the stats, everything we played, and we're going to list all the games we played. Then we're going to talk about our most fun experience, or biggest surprise and biggest letdown. And then we're doing our top 3 games of the month. That is basically the structure of the video.
Yes.
Do you want to do the video?
Yeah.
Should we do it?
Let's start with the stats.
Let's do the stats. You said it like it was going to be like some, and now the stats, and we're going to be like some video and stuff. But it's just like, it's us.
Just saying words.
We are speaking into the camera. That's what we do. Hello world. Thank you for watching. Okay. In January of 2025, which was a great month for gaming, I would say, we played 56 plays.
Versus 67 in December.
Which is less.
But
in December we played a lot of party games, a lot of shorter games. We played 41 different games.
Versus 36 in December.
So more, but not that many more. But the biggest change was this month we played 35 games that were new to us.
Versus 16 new to us in December. And we played a lot of Shelf of Shame games, or games we haven't played before.
Yes. Shelf of Shame opportunity in something, the game store that's free in our house. And we also played 65 hours of games.
Versus 44.
And there's mostly 2 games, that's the reason for that. And we're going to talk about them probably somewhere in the video. And of course, the most important stat of them all is how many times did you win?
I won 18 times.
And I won 30 times.
That is...
Yay!
I think it's the biggest difference ever. No.
Yes. I also won most of the times I didn't play with you, so that helps me a lot. And now, we're going to list for you why they fall down on the screen all the games that we played in January 2025. I'm saying 2025 as many times as I can, just to get used to that being the name of the year, because I've been saying 2024 for a year.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
We have to practice.
We played
Dragon Eclipse,
Clank Legacy 2 Acquisitions Incorporated Darkest Magic,
Flip 7,
6 Suspects,
Puerto Rico 1897 Special Edition,
Inventors of the South Tigris,
Burano,
Oranges and Lemons,
Florenza X Anniversary Edition,
Daimyo Rebirth of the Empire,
Shipyard 2nd Edition,
Caverna,
Reef Project,
Brazil Imperial,
Chartered Building Amsterdam,
Paya Park,
Automania,
Joyride Survival of the Fastest,
Thrones of Valeria,
The Rich and the Good,
Champions of Wind and Fire,
Unlock Supernatural Adventures,
Wrath of Fire Mountain,
Around the World in 80 Days,
Oddville,
Battalion War of the Ancients,
Milkero,
The Isle of Cats Duel,
Scott's Pilgrim's Precious Little Card Game,
The Zombie Paya,
Photograph,
Sad,
Worms the Board Game,
Bus and Stop,
Rune Masters,
Souvenirs from Venice,
Fate Flip Worcestershire,
Time Zoo,
Gratchten Pond,
Phone Wallet Keys,
Overstocked.
and that's the games. Many games, many small ones, some older from the Shelf of Shame, some newer that we just hadn't played yet. And now, let's talk about the other stuff, the very cool stuff, the biggest surprise, the most fantasy game, and most fantasy game. That's the new category. Most fantasy game. We're gonna get our phones.
I don't know how you decide on which game is most fantasy.
No, it's just like the one that's most fantasy.
Is it theme or...
No, it's just like most fantasy game.
Oh, okay, it's a game I came up with.
Yes.
It hasn't been published yet.
So we're gonna start with the most fun experience. Do you want to begin?
Yeah, my most fun experience this month has to be playing Clank Legacy 2
DOS
with our friends.
Yes.
And it's super fun. And they're doing some things that I didn't expect. Like... No,
you're meaning the game, not the friends. I'm like, they're doing some things that we did not expect in this game.
They are also doing things that, like, for example, running in front of me, taking the artifacts that I'm looking
or telling me to rip a card into that I'm not supposed to.
Yes, that too. But Clank Legacy was fun, and Clank Legacy 2 is, I wouldn't say funner, but it's so much fun playing it with them.
I don't think you can say funner. I don't think that's like a word.
I think...
More fun, I think.
More fun, yes.
Can you say funner? I don't think...
you can, but I think it's not grammatically correct.
Yeah. I think you can say it. You just did. Like, it's not like It's fun. It doesn't work to say it. It's not that.
It's possible.
Yeah, my most fun experience was introducing friends to Legacy games.
Yeah.
Because we were like, that would be cool to play with them. And they're like, they like the concept. They mostly play games with us. And they've been playing games with us for a few years. We play like, they are nearing on playing 100 different games. So that's where they are like in their board game journey. And I really wanted to experience that with them, like introduce that to them. And they just like fell in love with the concept. And they're just like, we have met up 4 times in January to continue playing. We have played 8 of the scenarios. We are getting closer to the end and everybody's enjoying it. It's not my favorite game of all time, but I am enjoying it. I'm very happy that we're experiencing it with that couple of friends.
Yeah, and I know that we've chosen the right people to play this game with because they have a young child. And they got their first babysitter to play this game with us.
Yeah,
which
not
I really...
the babysitter did not play the game with us, but they played the game with us while they had a babysitter. That's what they tried to say.
For the occasion that we were playing games.
Were you surprised in the month?
Yes.
Can you show me how surprised?
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yes.
This game.
Oh, so this month you did like the pleasantly. It's just like, I'm surprised I didn't hate this more.
And
How many games is on your list for biggest surprise?
2.
2.
What about you?
I have 2 as well.
You have 2 as well. I traded for this one.
Yes, me too.
I picked oranges and lemons for
I did
this.
too. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would expect because
Because it was surprising.
Yes, I didn't have any expectations.
No.
And it was super good.
It's easier to be surprised when you have no expectations. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
really...
it is.
Oh, it's actually good.
It is actually, but I wouldn't be surprised that, for example, Shipyard was good because I played it before and stuff. The original. I'm
It's
surprised
still
I
fun.
didn't hate it.
Yes.
But yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, very, very good. Check it out. It's a super crunchy, great game that you probably haven't heard about. What is your other one?
Automania.
Okay, yeah,
Because
that was a good one.
I was surprised about that as well because we've had this on the shelf for a little while. It's like an older Aporta game.
Yes.
And
So we know the people who made it.
yes, and we haven't gotten to play it, and it looks kind of like a children's game.
Yes, or a family
like
game.
a family game. And it's not a super complex game, but it had like supply and demand, sneaking into the markets.
It's like an assassin, like sneaking into like Metal Gear Solid.
I heard it.
No, it's fun.
And also the action selection is pretty cool.
Yes.
I liked it.
I like it a lot. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
What are your most surprising games?
The other one, because the first one was the same as your first one. The other one is Sad.
Oh yeah.
This is another one where we played and it was like, this is really good. And it's also a Norwegian word for weird, which is weird. But it's great. It's very, very good. Another one you probably haven't heard about, and one we wouldn't have heard about if it wasn't for Evelyn at Mighty Board.
Yeah.
So thank you for making us hear about the game, or soon I hear about the game.
And picking it up before it was sold out at Spiel.
Yeah, you exchanged it for like a bill that had like numbers on it and was
20
made of
to be
papers.
exact.
So you have a Letdown as well?
Yes, I have, and I think it's the same as yours, or as I was.
It's not.
Oh, it's not.
What is yours?
Because mine is Scott Pilgrim's precious little card game because it's really boring.
Yes.
But you played some games without me this month.
Yeah, but
I
didn't have any. Like you always say for the Letdown that you have to have some expectation for it to be a letdown, and I didn't have any letdown expectation for that. Also, it was more fun than Worms, the board game.
Yeah, I didn't play Worms, the board game, so I got spared for that experience.
Yes, that should be your like best most fun experience of the month.
Not playing Worms.
It was horrible. I don't know what to say. It was horrible. It's randomness the game. Like I would rather play Yahtzee because that has more strategy than this game. Like it was
also shorter, probably.
No, it was pretty short. It was like 20 minutes, so it's shorter.
That's a plus.
But it was that's the only positive thing I can say about the game. It was pretty simple and it was pretty short. But it's not a good game. Like if you just don't buy it and play something else. For example, the games on our top 3 list. Great transition, Johannes. You're the best. That transition, that deserves a thumbs up. And also subscribe.
Yes.
Because it's free and it helps us more than you think. Like if you get anything out of value of any of our videos, please actually subscribe, because we say it like silly and stuff, but it helps us with the algorithm to make more people see the videos. I don't like saying this YouTube stuff, but it's true. And it actually helps us out a great deal. So if it doesn't bother you to do it and doesn't make your day worse, then please subscribe.
Yeah.
And now, top 3 games from January. It was some good games.
Yeah.
Do you have a number 3?
I have a number
What about
3,
the number 2?
a 2,
and a
and
1.
a 1.
Bam, bam, bam. I have that as well. Let's do it. Number 3.
My number 3 is Inventors of the South Tigris.
Okay.
We first played the game with 2, and I wasn't like, that was before we made our top list of 2024.
Yes.
And then I was like, I liked it, but it didn't reach the top of the crop.
Nope.
I still don't think it would. Review is coming for this.
Yes.
But played it a 3 now.
Oh, yes.
And that was a lot of fun.
2 thumbs.
Yes.
And my number 3 is not that. My number 3 is Oranges and Lemons.
Yeah.
Which is a really good game. It is a crunchy, pretty long, played it 4 players, a very good experience, one that I really want to play more. It is one of those, has like this, it's something about the artwork that for many people is going to make it look not appealing,
Yeah.
which I think is sad, because like I say,
Willingham.
it's a great, it has that kind of style. But I really like the artwork, I think it looks great, but the gameplay is king in this game. The theme could be whatever, which makes it a great Euro game, because we don't care about theme. But there's some bells and there's some lemons and no
pancakes.
Oranges. But there's no oranges in the game.
No, it is
not a
not.
single orange in the game about oranges. But I really enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to play it again. That's why it is my number 3. I already asked if you had a number 2.
Yeah.
And what is it?
You said oranges and lemons, but lemons and oranges.
Oranges and lemons.
Yeah. But my brain is making rules that I can't have like the 3. It can't overlap. It's a.
Do you remember we spoke about
Yes,
this?
I
Everybody in
remember.
comments was like, "Do not have that rule."
Yes.
We said we're not going to have that rule,
Yes.
and you have that rule.
My brain won't listen. But my number 2 is Shipyard 2nd Edition.
2 edition.
Because Shipyard is a great game.
Yes.
And now we got to play the new edition, which looks a lot more modern than the last one.
Yes.
Less beige. Less beige.
And it has almost the same rules with some very small nuances, but it's a really
It
classic.
is a super solid game.
It's not on my list, but I have a number 2, and that is Inventors of the Switcheroo, of the Tigris,
Yes.
of the North Tigris, in the west side of the Southness. Inventors of the South Tigris is my number 2. I enjoyed it so much with 2 players, with 3 players. I enjoyed it with 2, same as you basically. I'm just gonna go, watch what Sunniva said, I agree.
Yeah. My number 1 is Dragon Eclipse.
Yes?
It's a game that we play, the 2 of us. It's a legacy game. No,
No.
it's not campaign game. I keep switching them up in my brain.
Yes.
But so far...
Yes, all legacy games are campaign games,
Yes.
but not all campaign games
Yes,
are legacy
yes,
games.
yes.
I don't think there's any legacy games that aren't a campaign game, because that would not work
Yeah,
in
let
that way.
us know if it's...
But how would it work? Like the
don't know.
game changes from time to time, but it's not a campaign.
No, I'm looking forward to somebody trying to make that.
Yes,
But
maybe.
Dragon Eclipse, we're going to have a review for that.
Yes.
But it's fun. It's super fun. It's a campaign game.
Like, it's my number 1 as well. And it's not because it is the best game ever. And it's not even maybe because it's the best campaign game ever. But it's just cozy.
I'm just a sucker for these kind of games.
Yes.
I don't know what. Well, I really do like the creatures, though. Those are super cool. And I actually like the combat things.
Yes.
With the playing of the cards.
The combat thing with the playing of the cards.
But I agree with you. It's not like the story is amazing so far, or like this unique stuff that I haven't seen before. It's basically Pokemon, but just not.
Yeah, the thing like the Mistlings is basically Pokemon.
But I just like I have a thing for these games.
Yes.
Just like I'm sold.
Like, we love these campaign games. I think like the main reason is because it's like a different thing from all the Euro games we play.
Yeah.
So it's just like us two sitting down, more like an activity-based thing. But I think like it's a solid game, and I have enjoyed my things. We're going to do deeper thoughts about the game in the review, so you can check it out when that comes up. But that's it.
It is.
That is the game of the month. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You make it all make sense. We appreciate that you are watching. If you like any of these games, let us know in the comments. If you have any games that you enjoyed in January, let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, do all the things. Thank you for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Sinra.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings. And bye-bye.
Reap.
Reap Project.
Flip 7.
Six suspects.
Sorry.
In January of 2026. In January. In January. In January 2020.